Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!
Welcome back to the Jenny McCarthy Show. I'm Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. I only have a handful of favorite guests on this show, and you guys know how much I love, adore, talk about, dream about when I was young as the coolest guy in the world. Henry Winkler, welcome back to my show.
And hello to you.
You're looking as gorgeous as ever.
Is that true?
It is.
I'm in an orange sweater and a purple jacket.
And you glow like the sun.
Thank you.
I mean, really, you're just the nicest human being I've met.
I've thought about that, Jenny.
Yeah.
People say, oh, you're so nice. And I think, what does that mean? And then I realize I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be on the earth. I'm grateful to be on Barry. I'm grateful to be married to Stacy. I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
That's what comes across is your gratitude, and that makes you happy in any situation.
It does.
I'm sure. What does, though, piss off Henry?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. People who say, oh, you Hollywood folk, why don't you just shut up and act? As if we don't have a mind, as if we're not Americans first. What else really makes me angry? People who don't let you in when you're trying to get into traffic.
Universal. You stinker. You little bugger.
Those people make me nuts because
hilarious.
I always let somebody in because I know what it feels like.
Right.
You know?
So you're saying when you're in a rush. Only
Really?
when you're in a rush is when you actually do it.
Oh
my God. Okay.
Giving someone a human warmth and kissing them on the head and having it become a national story.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. It became a national story. People come and approach you and they want to hug you and they want to take a picture with you and a selfie with you and they want your autograph and they want to put their arm in yours and stuff like that. It's what human beings do. Now, certainly it can go overboard, but I'm not necessarily convinced that some of the things we talk about are over the board.
Right. And
I'm just thinking that.
And you should, and you're right. And I also think that you are in a position where you've made it to a place, Henry, that you are you see the best in people. Like strangers come up to you, and they're going to show you the best. They're going to say, I love you, grateful. You're not getting their crappy side.
No, I do not get their crappy side. And on Twitter, people are lovely and supportive. Absolutely. I love Twitter. When we're shooting Barry and we're in between a scene, sometimes I use Twitter to calm me down. You know,
wow.
I use it to get me from take to take.
To fill boredom? Is that what you're saying?
Fill boredom sometimes. But also, if I'm nervous, I go and I read it and I just forget about what I was anxious about.
What is Henry Winkler nervous about?
Oh, I get nervous about being short. I'm nervous about, am I ever going to work again? Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, no kidding. I'm nervous all the time.
So it never goes away, is what you're telling me.
I also, when the weather is very dry, my scalp flakes a little bit. I get so nervous that I don't like to wear dark colors.
I get it.
Yeah.
The flakes, people will go, what's wrong with him? He's flaky.
That makes me crazy. Stacy is constantly after me with tape. She's got boom, 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 boom. Do you mind if I do this in public? No, Stace, go right ahead. Boom, 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 boom.
That's funny. I always tell people, you're looking a little crusty. Yeah. You're looking a little crusty. Yeah. Congratulations, because you were Emmy winning, I should say.
Well, I was nominated first.
You were nominated first. How many times were you nominated by chance?
67. I've been nominated many, many times, and they've called my name to say I'm nominated. And the nominees are, but I've never actually had to get out of the chair before.
Oh.
This time I did.
How?
Very exciting.
Tell me the feeling.
The feeling, first of all, you're a little bit shaken. You're a little bit stirred. Oh, I feel like James Bond. No, you're a little, and then I walk up the stairs, and there are the stars of The Crown.
Yeah.
And I start talking to them about their second season, and then I realized, hey, you've got a speech to make.
You are freaking hilarious.
I'm not kidding. This has actually happened. I went, oh, my God, your second season? I nearly went into episodes, and I turned around, and there were 37 seconds left.
Totally.
Then a big sign comes up, and it says, stop now. Please stop now. No, we're not kidding. Stop now. And I thought, oh, I haven't mentioned my wife yet. If I don't mention my wife, you go back in the limousine with her.
Oh, my God, that's
I'm
great.
not. And then you get home, and I put it on the dining room table, which is directly opposite the front door. So when if someone delivers, like Lipitor,
Everyone gets to see it.
everybody gets to see it. And if they don't, I point.
Oh.
Some people say, oh, I use the award. It's a doorstop. It's in the bathroom.
You are
Not
so amazing. I got to plug your show. Barry, Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on
Started
HBO.
last night.
Started last night. You guys have to check it out. This is why he won an Emmy. He's the greatest ever.
Thank you.
Ever will be.
Well, if I'm great, if I play an acting teacher, and if I'm great, it is honest to God because I've got a fabulous cast and class that supports me.
Bill Hader's great.
Yeah, and writer. And Sarah, and Kirby, and Darcy, and Alejandro, and Andy.
What are some of the things as an acting coach? Because of
And
course
Darcy.
I've taken my plenty in LA, and sometimes they're they're ridiculous. Let's just face it.
Yes.
Acting like an asshole in front of a group of people, it's a ridiculous job, but I'm grateful for it.
But here it is, I don't think that you are an asshole, and I don't think you act like one, and I don't think acting necessarily is that. If
you haven't seen my acting.
At the core of it, well, you know what? As I'm looking at this beautiful woman on the radio, and the real reason that we act is because we illuminate life. People at this moment when times are really tough, when it is hard to put things together in your life, you look to entertainment.
100%.
And we are a mirror to what is happening in the world. And that is the reason we act.
I like it as a safe escape. Like some people choose alcohol, drugs, other things. I mean, I like to dive into some great like Game of Thrones or something like that to kind of relieve the pressure of life.
I totally get it. We do that at home. We watch television, and I love television. I really do. It's not only been good to me as a professional, but it is good to me as a citizen.
Totally. Yeah. I'm really grateful for it. But I want to go into like you're playing acting coach. So
yes.
What is a great a method that you think that has worked for you, or one that you've seen that is just beyond ridiculous?
Well, I will tell you, I'm pedantic about this. If you want to be an actor, I think you have to train your talent. You have to be honest about your talent, whether or not you've actually got it. And the tip is listening. Acting is reacting. Acting is actually hearing what the other person is saying to you, so you react in an appropriate way. And it can be wonderful. I just had an amazing time. I was invited to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas.
Nice.
Went to Franklin's Barbecue, then had Alka-Seltzer. And then I was able to go. They invited me to teach an acting class. I did. And 600 people showed up to the class.
I believe it. I would go.
And with Darcy, one of the wonderful actresses in my classroom, she and we did an improv class together the day before.
I was going to say, I think every actor should do an improv class because it teaches listening.
Without a doubt.
Right?
I agree with you 100%.
Before I let you go, I have to have a couple more questions that are my must-haves.
Go ahead.
Did you know that you're in Captain Marvel movie?
That's the reason I went to see it. the bad guy and the good guy is looking for something. I still have no idea what it was. But they had this thing, and they put it in a Fonzie lunchbox.
They did.
And then they carried that lunchbox around for about 20 minutes. Then I left.
Where did you first hear about this? Did they have to get your permission?
Jason Ehrlich, who is the producer of Better Late Than Never, where I traveled all over the world. He said, "Wow, you're in the Marvel movie." And I thought to myself, I don't remember that. And then he said, "It's your lunchbox." So Stacy and I went to see it on a Saturday afternoon.
How amazing is that?
Yeah, had some
is it on your
popcorn.
IMDb?
You know what? It is not yet, but I'm going to put it on my resume.
You know where you would be great on? I host a new show called The Masked Singer on Fox.
Oh, yes.
Your friend Terry Bradshaw was on it.
Yes, he was
Can
so
you
sad.
Can you sing?
Well, he was like off in a minute.
Totally.
He was on, and then he
Totally.
sang a gospel, and then or a country song or something, and then he was gone.
Could you sing, Henry?
I cannot sing.
You can't.
I can't. You know what? My dream, if I come back, if there's reincarnation,
Yes.
I'm coming back as either the boss, Sia, or Brandy Carlisle.
I fucking love you so much.
I'm not kidding.
Those are so amazing and random.
But each one sings with such passion, do they not? Have your audience heard the joke by Brandy Carlisle, the song that she won the Grammy for? It will put you in another zone.
Really?
And Sia is in a world of her own.
Forget about it.
And the boss, and here it is, a regret. I never took a selfie in the 3 times that I met Bruce Springsteen.
What?
I didn't have the nerve to say, I want to take a selfie with you.
But that's where your loved one has to be at your side to be like, I'm going to have the selfie ready. I'm going to take the picture.
She was, and she took the phone out of my hand. She protected me against being an idiot in front of the boss. And I have gone now 3 times to see him. And the last time he was on Broadway.
I saw it too. I cried my eyes out.
Oh, my gosh.
I was the woman going in the audience.
Yeah. And now we're going to go and we're going to see To Kill a Mockingbird.
Wow.
And then we're going to go see Network. And my dream, on my bucket list, which is very short, is to win a Tony.
I bet. I was going to say, when are you going to be up there?
I've been up 3 times. The
But
first time closed in one night. The second time ran with John Ritter and Len Cariou for 9 months. And the third time closed in 7 days.
Damn.
Yeah, it was the awards night for the porn industry, and I was the Lifetime Achievement Award. My name was Chuck Wood.
Crack me up.
It's true.
That means
It's called the
that
Performers.
that Tony Award is still waiting for you out there.
Do you think so?
Oh, for
I mean, at
sure.
73, I better hurry the hell up.
Listen. If there's anyone that's going to be just as sharp, funny, and talented till they're 110, it's you, my friend.
Oh my God, thank you.
It's true.
So I have a little time to
You're
win
so
that little statue.
dynamic. I mean, there's not many people I
Spin
can
the coin.
have a conversation with that is so incredibly entertaining, humble, funny, talented, and been in this business this long.
Thank you.
I mean, there's a lot of dicks in this industry, and you are not one
And
of them.
I'm one of them. Oh, no, I have one. I'm not I'm sorry. I
Correct.
see.
Chuck Wood.
No, I understand now. I didn't.
You are so great.
Yes.
I wish you lived next door because I come over every single night.
Thank you.
Hey, Barry, Sunday nights, are you guys at 9 o'clock? At 10
Yes,
o'clock on HBO?
we premiered last night for the 2nd season.
I'm so happy. This is going to go on and on and on.
Oh gosh, from your mouth to God's ear. They have not officially picked us up at HBO, but I will say HBO is a great home.
Isn't it?
They are wonderful.
Does that mean you give Game of Thrones secrets?
No, but here's my secret. I want to know this question.
Yes.
It's the last season. The dragon fell in the ice water and came out a
Ice
bad
dragon.
guy.
Yep.
Will he recognize his mom when he sees her again?
That's our
Will he
question.
wake up?
No, but listen, I figured out a clue.
What?
I went back and watched season 1 17 times.
Yes.
And I found out that when Benjen, that's not his name, but it sounds like it, the reason why he hasn't crossed over to the other side completely is because they found out if you stick a dragon glass through the heart, you don't go all the way to zombie, or you get reversed. So there's going to be dragon glass shoved in hearts that will make people flip. This is my Jenny.
You know
McCarthy.
what though? What I'm going to look forward to this.
Yes.
But that has been on my mind for the longest time. Will the
it's coming back.
dragon recognize his mom?
I think it's a great one. Trust me. I might have to have you back for our Game of Thrones.
Well, I don't know much about it because I've only seen one season.
You just asked the greatest question, though,
Yeah,
so
I know,
you're perfect in alignment.
But I would love to ride on that dragon. I would love to have a dragon.
Can I honestly invite myself over to your house?
Yes,
Is that
you can.
awesome?
You would
ask
love
your wife?
Stacy.
I would love Stacy.
And you'll eat well.
Yep, I'm sure I would.
She does not like when I mention food all the time because she's really great with food, but she's great with everything. But
It sounds like it, and you guys sound like a perfect pair. You guys, make sure you watch Barry. We ran out of time. I can talk to Henry Winkler forever. Barry, Sunday nights, 10 o'clock on HBO. Please come back, or please let me come over, and congratulations on all your success. I think you're the greatest.
what a great conversation.
It really was, Henry. Thank you.
You bet.
I adore you, and thank you for helping me with my dyslexia. You've definitely helped me. Thanks so much, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye.
Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!